What's going on, kings and queens? It is Friday, December 8th. This is All in Society, the podcast. Thank you for watching. I am CP2, and today we're going to go over movie reviews as we always do. Today's movie is Eileen. It's starring Anne Hathaway, amongst others, and we're going to dive into that. We'll also discuss the stock market, crypto, and we'll also dive into the NBA in-season championship. All right, let's get right into it. But first, if you guys haven't had a chance, check out my other episodes of other movie reviews. I did a review for the movie Renaissance, the movie Wish. I saw Silent Night. Quite a few movies that came out recently. So if you haven't checked out those videos, please do that. Also, I want you to be familiar that I have a podcast on all major podcast networks. It's titled All in Society with Claude Winston. Just go ahead to your major podcast platform, search for it. You can either search Claude Winston or Claude Purchase, Purches, or All in Society. Either one of those three should come up. Definitely follow the show, download all the episodes as well. Please join me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube for All in Society and Friends. I bring on industry experts in their own fields they'll come on and provide us game expertise, provide value. We can dive a little bit deeper into each industry as they are experts in their field. And as well, I'll tap into that a little bit more, exactly what I'm building and what that is going to encompass as a whole. But without further ado, let's jump into it. But make sure you check out those episodes, All in Society and Friends, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'd love to see you live in the chat. All right, today. So let's go over the movie review for the movie Eileen. So you might not be familiar with this movie. I don't believe they did a really strong job as far as marketing the film, but it's starring Anne Hathaway and also Thomasin McKenzie. The movie is rated R, a runtime of 1 hour and 36 minutes. The movie is directed by William Oldroyd. Probably butchered his last name. My apologies. He's only directed a couple films. To my knowledge, this is just his second film that he directed. My biggest takeaway from this film is really a quote, and it is the things that we do for love or lust. I thought the film was a little sloppy and lazy towards the end, but leading up into the very end of the film, I actually enjoyed it. I thought that they could add a few more scenes of Anne Hathaway because she wasn't necessarily the star of the show, but she's the reason why I went to go see the movie. If she wasn't in the film, I probably wouldn't go see it. But her character is very important to the film, and I just thought that they could do a little bit more with her character. Maybe that's just me wanting to see more Anne Hathaway. I'm a fan of her, especially in Dark Knight Rises and all the other films. I think my sister was a big fan of Princess Diaries. I don't remember ever watching those movies from like start to finish. They used to come on TV all the time, and I probably watched bits and pieces of it, but never really sat down and watched all of it. So for me, what I like to do, if you have the first time watching these shows or these episodes, I like to tell you if it's a stream it or a go see it. Stream it is obvious. Stay home in the comfort of your home. Just wait for it to come on your favorite platform, streaming platform. Or if I say go see it, definitely go see this movie on the big screen. It's one of those films you want to go see with the audience and get the feel of seeing it on the big screen in theaters. But for this film, definitely it's just to stream it. Not necessary for you to spend additional money. Unless you want to kind of go out for a date night, I guess I could see it. But there's probably better movies that you'll spend money on and really enjoy more so. All right, I want to dive into the NBA play-in. I want to discuss the semifinals, and then I want to talk about the championship. So the championship is going to be the Los Angeles Lakers against, the Indiana Pacers. Crazy, right? They went through Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks to get to the inaugural NBA in-season championship. But first, let's talk about the Lakers. Lakers dominated the Pelicans 133-89. LeBron was on. And keep in mind, this is this is really like in a home game for them. Las Vegas is really a hop and a skip for the Lakers, and a lot of their fan base is probably already in Nevada, and it's just easy trip for them. So really, almost like an unfair advantage to have the game in Vegas for them. But the Pacers defeated the Bucks 128-119. Tyrese Halliburton is absolutely an NBA superstar in the making, and we're seeing it right in front of our eyes. And we really don't get a chance to see him on national TV that often, so it's really awesome to see him shine in this NBA in-season inaugural championship. I don't know if he's really going to be able to top his performances so far. He had a triple-double, I believe, in the game against Boston, if not the game leading up to the game against Boston. And then he had a really nice performance against Milwaukee as well, sharing the ball. He had 27 points, 15 assists, and 7 rebounds. It's not just another Eastern Conference opponent. Milwaukee is a team that we fully expect to be in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals, along with Boston Celtics. So it's pretty impressive that they went through not one but two of the top contenders in the East. Indiana plays a really fast pace, and they play in control. And I'm pretty sure that Tyrese Halliburton in these past couple games, he has not committed a turnover. That is also very impressive, especially against Boston, who locks down on defense. The Milwaukee Bucks used to lock down on defense as well, and then they had Giannis as far as offense, who it's hard to stop. But they lost Drew Holiday, and it replaced him with Damian Lillard. So we're expecting him to be Dame to bring another level as far as offense, but it seems like Milwaukee Bucks has definitely fallen off as far as the defensive end. Indiana Pacers have already beat the Bucks this season. It was without Damian Lillard. And even with Damian Lillard, I was pretty confident that they were going to be able to do what they needed to win this game, or at least keep the game close. So what I did was I ended up placing a bet on ESPN Bet. Shout out to Disney. It'd be awesome to have a sponsorship with Disney. But on ESPN Bet, I placed a bet on Indiana Pacers to score over 126.5 points. So they needed to score 127. I already stated they scored 128. So I barely skated by with that and winning that bet. And then I parlayed that bet with a more bet I was confident in, and it was just the Lakers to beat the Pelicans outright, which they did easily. So that was a nice little come up just for watching the games on Thursday night. But this Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, the Pacers are going to be a 4.5-point underdog against the Los Angeles Lakers. To be honest with you, I like the Pacers' chances to keep this game close and maybe even win. But I'm not sure if I'm necessarily going to take that leap of faith and really bet on the Pacers to win this game. Maybe I'll do some player props, or maybe I'll bet on the team. I haven't looked at the total point scores for Indiana Pacers for this game. So I'll definitely check it out, and I'll let you guys know. I'll probably make a video of my bets going forward. But before we close out and before we talk about the market a little bit, I wanted you guys to be aware of the Patreon page. And now, if you're not familiar with what Patreon is, think of it if you went to someone's Facebook page and you can see everything there for free. But all the goodies that they have on there, maybe they have exclusive videos and content that they have, there's a paywall. You have to pay a subscription or pay per video in order to see that content. Well, that's what I have going for Patreon. So if you're eager to learn the strategies to build passive income, which I've been doing the past 2 years, All in Society is launching a VIP All Access Pass on Patreon starting January 2024, so a couple weeks ahead. It's $50 monthly subscription, and you can cancel anytime. I guarantee you're going to get $50 worth of value per month. Dive deep into exclusive interviews with industry experts, and get early access to game-changing podcast episodes. You also have the opportunity to participate in monthly workshops that will catapult you into a league of your own. Connect with a powerhouse community of go-getters, flaunt exclusive swag, and join us for upcoming live events that we have scheduled and are planning for next year. So if you're ready to make passive income and join an exclusive community, download the Patreon app and stay tuned for more details. If you're not familiar with me, I have a background in the casino industry. I'm a huge poker fan, and I play poker myself. So this community is going to be really me trying to create a more inclusive and diverse poker community. But this is for anybody, everybody from all industries to come in, create passive income through either cryptocurrency, through real estate, through the stock market, or other creative ways, maybe creating content. There's so many ways that we can make passive income, and that's what this is really for. But me, I already have my foot in the poker industry, so I'm really creating a community that's going to be spearheaded towards that poker community. And a lot of us have disposable income in the poker community. We have a lot of cash sitting in accounts or maybe under the mattress, whatever the case may be. And I want to show us ways in order to make passive income and maybe in turn leave our side jobs and focus more on playing cards and growing our side businesses as well. So just be mindful of that. Stay tuned for that. Check out my website, www.allinsociety.com. That's ALLNSOCIETY.com. I've updated the website, and I'll be posting more information on Patreon there. You can also there's a link there. You can leave your email by clicking the link, and it'll add you to the mailing list. Anybody who joins the mailing list, I reach out to them as soon as possible, introduce myself, and let you know all the products and services that we have coming up for the upcoming year. So stay tuned for that. All right, as far as the market, I just wanted you guys to be familiar and aware of a couple of numbers that I saw. Nothing crazy to discuss as far as this week. It's the end of the year, so I didn't want to dive too deep into topics. I know previously in episodes, I've really gone specifically of what I've been investing in, but I'm really going to be putting all that information on the Patreon. So if you're familiar with that and how I'm doing, I'm still currently beating the S&P 500. If you're not familiar, that's kind of like the benchmark of all the big hedge funds. That's what the bar that they kind of level themselves to, and I am beating that bar. So the S&P 500 has reached a 52-week high today, so that's awesome. Bitcoin, at the time of me recording this, was currently up 2%, over 44,000, and Ethereum up around 1% as well, around the price of $2,364. I've already mentioned about Bitcoin halving in previous episodes. If you're not familiar with that, check out the podcast, look up my other videos, and also discuss dollar cost averaging if you're somebody that wants to take advantage of the cryptocurrencies going up, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not saying they're going to continue going up. Nothing's guaranteed, but just something to be mindful of. And I want you guys to be familiar with some of my teachings and some of the other episodes that I will dive deeper into what I'm investing and why I'm investing into it. I want to just go over the disclaimer. The information provided in this show about personal finance and investing is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Viewers are encouraged to consult with a qualified financial advisor, which is not myself, before making any investment decisions. The content presented in this show may not be accurate, complete, or timely, and we do not assume responsibility for any errors or omissions. Investing involves risk, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Any endorsements, advertisements featured do not constitute recommendations, and by participating in the show, you acknowledge and accept these disclaimers. All right, that's going to do it for me. If you decide to go see Eileen in theaters, I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, I would just sit back and stream it. I am going to go see a movie tonight. I'm going to go see Thanksgiving. I know it's a little late, but I just didn't really find time. There's other films that I thought they were better suited for me to go see it. So now is a good time to see it before it doesn't hit theaters, or it's not in theaters any longer. I know it's got decent reviews from the audience and the critics, so I'm gonna go check it out. It's a slasher film. It's a thriller. It is what it is. Um, but I'll definitely check it out. Let you guys know what I thought. And to close, if you're traveling for the holidays, looking for new luggage or high quality gear, make sure you check out Travel Pro in the episode description. Also, you can find my Instagram, LinkedIn, and business email on there as well in the episode description. I'll leave you guys with my slogan. Remember, life is one big session. Play the cards you're dealt to the best of your ability, and I promise you'll come out ahead. Have a wonderful weekend. Please make sure you check out All in Society and Friends. Check out all the episodes. If you enjoy this, please subscribe and share with your friends and family and like. See you guys later. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe.